musangu yizinto zethu bo.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso on S3, and we have something sweet for you. Something so sweet. Do you mind opening?
Actually, too sweet.
Opening our little packet of Hewlett's. The reason why is because we need to have tea, and of course spill a bit of it with regard to something
Don't judge
so
me.
good.
I like a lot of sugar in my tea.
Do you?
Always. It's just the way that I drink it. I have to. So
I do
judge,
one
okay?
of those, and then I'm good to go. So I'll do that later. But I just need to let you know that a South African doll that symbolizes an image of a confident, dignified, proudly African woman. That is the aim of Nandikwa dolls, created by Mule Ramotibe Kapichana. To learn more about these beautiful dolls, we actually want to connect with Mule in Pretoria, a fitting story as we celebrate Heritage Month this September. So, good morning, Mule. Thank you so much for waking up for us.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
You knew you had to step up your own fashion game this morning because your dolls are so beautiful. It looks like, an Emmys red carpet or like a Miss World pageant going on behind you. Absolutely love that. But there is something special underpinning what you are doing here. So I'm going to ask you first up, what does Nandikwa dolls represent? What are you hoping to achieve with these beautiful pieces?
You know, Nandikwa doll is a symbol of hope. You know, she's a triumph doll. She's a persevering doll. You know, we would like for little girls, when they look at the Nandikwa doll, see themselves, you know, through the message that we are spreading through the Nandikwa doll. She's a resilient doll. You know, she's an overcomer. And she's just a pure beauty. And it's unfortunate, for a very long time, we haven't had very good representation of African girls. And I think for us to know and see the girl getting very excited when they see the Nandikwa doll and what she stands for, it really gives us a lot of pleasure.
All I'm hearing in my head is that beautiful meme that went so viral with that gorgeous little girl saying, "Thank you, it's an afro." It is so beautiful. Absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Well done.
So, Mule, they say that if you don't like what you see, change it. So what change did you want to bring about through your Nandikwa dolls?
Representation. You know how the doll started. My daughter wanted a doll, and when we went to the shops, we couldn't find one that looked like her, right? And after searching and searching, we decided, you know what, how about we start our own brand? This is how the Nandikwa doll, you know, came about. People, we often get to complain a lot about the things we don't like, and yet we don't do anything much to, you know, to change the status quo. So as you say, be the change you want to see, you know, make a difference. This is how we started.
Wow.
Yeah, and the fashion, the styling is just impeccable. We love it. I think many will obviously see Nandikwa as a toy, but she is far more than that. You're using her to tell African stories, a narrative. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
So every one of the ladies in our collection has a name. She knows she has her origin, and she has a different story to tell. You know, and these are the stories, I would like to tell them as heart-throbbing stories, but these are stories with very good ending. For an example, we've got a girl that's dyslexic, you know, who has struggles with learning abilities in school. And the teachers couldn't really identify what the issues were. And the children were laughing at her, thinking, you know, she's not smart enough. And this is a girl who later became an architect, for an example, you know. And then we have another one who's raised by a domestic worker, never got to know who her father is, you know, but today she's a heart surgeon. So all these stories are very relatable stories. And the little girl, when we do, for example, tours in school, giving motivational, they can see themselves through the doll, because I would be talking to a girl who doesn't know who her father is, for an example, or whose mother is really struggling, you know, a single mom, or, you know, so this is how we really try to you know, to become a role model, you know, to the little girl, to the younger generation.
I love the attention to detail is also incredible. I'm watching the pictures. I'm seeing the little dolls have very stylish masks on as well. It's representative of the time too.
It's brilliant.
I mean, that's just incredible. Now, but looking at the
we've got to adapt. Isn't it?
yeah, that's true.
Got to pivot, yeah.
Always. Now, looking at the dolls you created representing 8 different cultures, how does that make you prouder of your own heritage, knowing that you can tell stories like these?
Do you know what? Heritage is very important, especially for the younger generation, because I feel like they are being left out. You know, we grew up and we understand what heritage means. For example, we've been exposed to our culture, our tradition, but now we're raising kids in the city environment, in the suburban, you know, environment, and they don't really get to understand what heritage is all about, you know. So this is how we do it in a very fun, loving environment for them to relate, you know, one doll at a time without bombarding them too much about, you know, the history or the heritage. The future belongs to the young, and we cannot afford to leave them behind, because tomorrow you and I won't be here. So we, you know, it's very imperative that we make sure that on a daily, the best way we can, we bring them on board to understand their heritage, where they come from, because it is when you know where you come from, you would easily know where you to go.
Completely. I love the fact that these dolls are transforming that life script for young people, for young girls, at that vital. I'm all about childhood development and making sure that you are aiding a child through that critical phase of when they build their own identity and how they see the world. And this is changing the way they see themselves and the world. So well done. Mule, you are amazing. These dolls are incredible. Thank you so much for shining a light on your incredible creations with us this morning. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it as well. Thank you.
That's Mule Ramotibe Kapachana. That is a legend right there. And the creator of Nandikwa dolls, go check them out and know that they are South Africans, proud of their own heritage and willing to represent so beautifully. Thank you so much, Mule.